you guys have seen me use like the most technically advanced markers, some of the coolest loaders, rocket launches and all that stuff, but today's episode is going to be really special and new because I'm taking it back to the old school. I'm going to revisit one of my first paintball markers, and you're going to join me because I have to rebuild this thing. Check this out.
A lot of you guys are used to seeing me use my crazy ass die damn, and I love this thing, but let's take it back to the old school. And I'm not the best at fixing stuff.
Gosh dang it.
But when I used to use my A5, wow, this thing really built my career from the beginning. You've seen it sitting on a wall before the crazy mag-fed stuff. This is not just a marker I keep on the wall. This is memories and has great sentimental value.
This is my old A5. You can see it's been through the ringer. It might even still work. I'm scared to open it up, but this is the project. I want to see if I can get this 20+ year old marker that has started my career going again. It's crazy because look at this paint inside. Like there's still old paint in there, and it's warped. And yeah, I'm not a tech. I hate fixing my markers. Anyone who knows me knows this. I like to shoot them. I hate fixing them. And I've never really taken apart an old Tippmann before. This is I slightly modified because it's got the E-grip selector switch on there. But yeah, let's see what we can do with this thing and see if we can get it going again. Should make for a great episode. Subscribe now because I don't know if I can do this. Love it. Oh, the memories.
Move up! It's clear! Move up! Move up! That is to your job! Shoot that guy with the shield! Shoot that shield!
So, Project Wolf Tippmann, let's see what we can do. First, let's take off the old, this is the first remote control from Drift cameras. Like, that's old. That's crazy. And we'll take off the remote line, of which I use a lot. Remote lines is what you use to have the hose go from the marker to your back, right? And I don't even know what that's from. Sure, there's an old corroded battery in here. Yeah, nice Duracell. I hope it didn't corrode the connectors because that sucks. Because that's why you should never leave batteries in your markers for extended period of time, because it's never good for it. Doesn't look too bad. No, I'm not gonna lick it. I don't know how long this has been in there. That's garbage. We will start with the feed, which will come to me in a second, and A5s, or this might actually be a Phenom. I'm not even sure anymore. Anyway, they have their own customized paint feed system for these things. They're not like any other paintball. Very cool. These feeds, these are squishy paddles? No. They would feed a lot more paintballs than a regular paintball down into these babies. And I really love these things. Like, they're a great way to start out. Let's see if it can come off.
Just about 4 or 5 screws here. Very easy to take out, thankfully.
Connect from the other side. There we go. Ooh, that's stuck. Okay. Nice and rusty. Yeah, look at that sucker. Oh my gosh. Okay. And so we take off the feed for this. Oy, Jesus. That's nasty. I'm going to have to do some proper cleaning with that. And, oh, sorry. It's called the Cyclone feed, by the way. I should be explaining some of this stuff.
So the ratchet system is an ingenious system that Lord Odin shows on his videos, where you have ratchets connected to cylinder systems that causes the paddles to feed the paintball marker.
And those are some old paintballs that I still attach to my marker. That is dirty. I'm gonna have to take some time to really clean these parts, because that's That's like 20-year-old paintballs in there. That's crazy. Okay, so you can see how nasty that feed is, and how hard these things used to work for you. Like, it's crazy that this probably could still work if I really wanted it to. So let's start disconnecting the mains. Make sure that screw stays on there. I don't want to lose that. All right. Okay, so now these are push pins that are supposed to make it easier to take these things apart. And a little bit of tactical force on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There should be another one. There he goes. I just can't see it. Jesus, I don't know. This corrosion on this thing is crazy.
Not gonna lie, these things came out pretty easy. Could have been worse.
Let's take those out all the way. Now, that's really one thing cool about these markers, that they're pretty much toolless. And back in the day, that's pretty darn impressive. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's for the grip. Now, it looks like they're all the same sizes. So there's that. Took those out. Now with this, there we go. That's the E-grip, right? I had to add that on later because I needed a little more firepower when I was playing with them speedballers. And did I take out everything for the... there we go. Just undo that. Oh, there's one more there. That's what I'm missing. Now, I don't think that's a push pin. I think that's an old school unscrew it. There we go. Jesus, I don't want to strip it. Oh shoot, I think I stripped it. Gosh dang it. Okay, let's see what we can do. I think I stripped one of these bloody things. Now let's see. Oh, I don't want to lose that either. Okay. There goes that. They came off nice and easy, almost too easy. I don't want to strip this. Let's pause for a second. Make sure I do this right.
While we're here, let's remember to send your videos into Wolf's Top 5 Paintball Kills, the coolest paintball show in the world. Send in your coolest videos to drewolf@yahoo.com and let's see if you make it.
Okay, so I was starting to strip this, and I was rushing because it's time and batteries and filming and stuff, and I almost stripped it badly, but I think I recovered with a slightly bigger size, and it's coming out nicely now. So let's take this out. Thank the Lord, because I did not need that. To the point where if you're screwing it enough, it should just fall out.
Always make sure you're teching on a clean surface or a nice mat or something because you might lose stuff.
Why is this? Did it fall out already and I'm just not paying attention? Yeah, it did fall out. Jesus, Murphy. Okay, there we go. I'll put you on this side. That's hilarious. Now, and if you any other mechanics and stuff like this, if you have any advice for taking very old screws out, there we go. There we go. Let me know. I mean, these aren't really rusted, so I'm pretty lucky that way. Let me see if I can take this feed out. Pull that tombstone out. Oh, interesting. There's a little thing in here helping hold the tombstone in. Pull that back and pull this out. I take it, and there we go. All right, that's the trigger assembly. Very nice, very easy. Running out of room on my table, but I don't want anything to fall. I've got like thick carpet down here, and Lord forbid I lose one of these screws in this carpet. I'm gonna spend half the show trying to get it. Okay, so this is coming out already. All right, there's the hammer. All right, this is what I keep telling people to drop when they're playing. There should be a mainspring and drive nail in here. Unless that fell out too, which would be par for the course today. Okay. Oh, Jesus, let's get the barrel off. Again, you don't want to strip it, so take your time with it. There we go.
For the record, I have 2 types of Allen key sets and a flathead screwdriver while I'm doing this. Not too many things.
And this will take out the barrel and the barrel adapter of which you screw it in, because you don't actually screw the barrels directly into the marker with these old suckers. Okay, gonna flip her over, and Bob's your uncle. Now you can, I can't just pull that out. I have to take it. I'm just gonna take off the shell. Hopefully nothing pops out. Woo! There we go. Look at that. Look at the detent is stuck down, right? It's a good thing I took that off. That's 1/2. And take off. Instead of unscrewing this is actually a flat line barrel. It's the old school system of making your paintballs go faster than a regular barrel, because it curves upwards. And this was for snipers before there was first strikes, right? Before there was other different modded barrels, spider webs and everything on this thing. And yeah, this is a 2nd edition flatline. The other one looked like a full-on suppressor. This was pretty cool. So put that aside and let's look inside this baby. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That is crazy. Look at that. All right. You've got your hammer here. You've got your valve inside of here with the power tube. Bolt is here. A lot of dirt. This is the charging handle. I hate taking this out because it's not easy to put back in, so I got to be careful with that. Yeah, this is the linkage arm, which combines this. So air goes up in here, and it's a combination of making this go forward, right? And while this goes forward, the air also pushes this back and pushes air out to the Cyclone feed to help that spin around in circles to feed the paintballs. So that's the beginning of stages. I think this is going to be it for part 1. I don't want you guys to get bored. Let me know in the comments, what's the best thing to clean this metal with? Because I need to clean it properly, and I might repaint it. So tell me in the comments, what's the best thing to clean this metal with? And that's the D10. What color should I paint this? Should I paint it the original black, or should I go with like a tactical tan or something like that? And yeah, what kind of paint should I use to do this? I don't know if it's still called Tremclad or just special metal paints, because this is metal, right? No plastic involved. So that's part 1 of rebuilding one of Wolf's first markers. Please hit that subscribe button. I lost there. Found the detent. Hit that subscribe button, and please share this with your friends. This is an old school marker. I love this. This is so cool. Taking me back so many memories. Let me know down in the comments the questions I just asked, and stay tuned for next episode coming up very soon. And yeah, see you in the tall grass.